Welcome back to People. I'm Shirley Lin. Now, I've got Phil Tchernegovski here, who has just recently came out with a book called Mountain of the Sleeping Moon. And it's talking about his ordeal with searching for his son, Reuben, who came 16 years ago to Taiwan, went mountain climbing by himself, and then disappeared. Well, Phil never found Reuben, but the thing is that he made a lot of friends here in Taiwan, including Jody Jiang, who is the Taiwanese diva of Taiwan in the Taiwanese language. And in fact, the time that Phil is launching his new book, that Jody is going to be retiring from her singing. So, Phil, when you first heard about this, how did you feel? That Jody's retiring from singing.
Oh, right. My initial one was shock, but I really thought about that. We should be celebrating somebody really unique. Let's savor the moment. Let's enjoy. She's still got another concert coming up, but even then, good on Jody. Good on her. She's more than done enough for everybody, you know.
Including you.
Including me. And I'll tell you what, knowing her, Jody, I think retirement means she'll work just as hard and other things. I believe she's got these incredible skills, and she's charismatic, this woman. Mm-hmm. So there's not going to be ever she's going to be busy, non-stop.
Yeah, that is true. Do you know if you're going to be invited to her concert, her last concert, I think in summer?
In summer, yes. Well, I'd love to be invited to the concert.
You know how people are scrambling for her tickets.
Yeah, well, I'm one of them.
Okay.
I still think, like I've been really honoured so much from Jody.
Yes.
And her kindness for me, that I've got no perceptions about being invited or not.
Right.
But if you ask me from my heart, wow, I'd love to go.
Now, this is the very first CD that you got from her, right?
Yes.
And it's actually all signature. She's got her autograph and everything. Oops, it's falling apart.
Oh, that's the second cover, but now that's falling apart.
It's the second one. It's falling apart too?
Yes.
I remember the first one you had was all cracked.
Yes.
I can't put it back. I'm sorry. But anyway, and then in fact, you had your press conference with your book launch. And she couldn't be at the press conference, but the thing is that she wrote you a card personally. So that's very nice of her. I'm sure they read it out to you. Yes?
Yes.
I'm not gonna read it now, but that's the card.
I was
nice.
I was very excited to actually receive that card.
Yeah.
And I once again, I had no perceptions, because I know what Jody, like she's got to analyse what she's doing from now on,
Yeah.
And I would hate to put pressure on a friend, because I perceive her as a friend. Mm-hmm. And I wouldn't ask a friend to force himself to become an entertainer again by turning to a press conference.
All right.
I was touched by that. Mm. That means more to me than you'd ever believe.
Sure. Now, I know that coming to Taiwan, first of all, you never heard of Taiwan before. You came, but after you've been here, you've fallen in love with the people, the place, and the food, I'm sure.
Yes.
Now, there's one point in the book where, while doing your search, there's this police officer who, you guys would take a break from the search, and then he got you something for you. When you opened it, you smelled it and you made a face, but then afterwards you tasted it and you thought it was good. Do you remember what it was?
Yes, I can tell. I still don't like the smell, but
really?
they taste delicious, and those are those preserved eggs, I think they are. But honestly, I just thought, oh no, I'm definitely in the wrong place.
Well, here's two of these eggs for you. It's actually tea-boiled eggs, right?
Tea-boiled eggs, yes.
Yes, so they're not aged or, like you said, preserved eggs, actually. It's really chicken egg, right? And then they cook it in tea leaves, along with soy sauce, I think.
Soy sauce, yeah.
Yeah. Well, It might not smell as good, but it's tasty, right?
Yeah, but now my perception is it smells tasty.
Oh, good. So now you've acquired the taste. So this will be for you.
They won't last long.
You can have it right after the interview. But what other kind of food you thought was really strange but interesting, and you acquired a taste for it?
Right. When I was in Chiayi, I sat around and there was this spinning table, and all these dishes were put on it, and there was soup, and it had lots of teeny shells in it as well, with a little shell food in it, but it was like a soup, and you had all these little side dishes, and what happened was, if I resisted, because I that's the natural thing. I've never done this before, never tasted this before, but I tasted all these amazing different tastes. Each little sample I had of all these different foods.
Are you talking about sushi?
No.
Raw fish?
No. This is a big bowl that's got food boiling in it.
Okay.
Soup. It's like a soup.
Yeah.
And then it's got all these little side dishes, like there's different vegetables, tofus, and maybe there might be some pork, goose or whatever, but everything was different and different sauces.
So it's hot pot.
It was a hot pot. And I'll tell you what, after I'd been around, like at first I was apprehensive and I was nibbling away, but towards the end, I'm not really that great with the chopsticks. My chopsticks couldn't keep up. So they got me a spoon. But I was determined to try and use a chopstick, so it's just...
Okay, well, that's good. There's something interesting about the book which I thought was sort of surreal. I mean, my turn to say surreal, is how actually Reuben, he drew a picture, a sketch at the age of 7.
Yes.
And it had mountains and a teepee, and he was standing under the teepee, and there's a bird, maybe like an eagle or a hawk above the teepee. And then at first you were hesitant about showing it to the people here in Taiwan who were, became your friends and also helped with the search and all that. But then when you did show it to a woman, she was shocked to say that that's what mountain was it? That was the
Tasan.
Tasan?
Tasan. The Ali San.
Right, Tasan, part of the Ali Mountain. Was that shocking to you too, as much as it was shocking to her, to discover the similarity between the mountain that Reuben drew at the age of 7 and the real mountain that you guys were searching for Reuben?
That's exactly right. And the other amazing thing, the clothes of the man in it, similar to American Indian, is the same clothes that the Joe's people wear. And the dead tree of Ali San fell down the year that Reuben disappeared. So there's and that tree was a symbol. And I got told by Paitsa, the Aboriginal woman, that the mountain in behind that picture was Tasan, but it was the heaven side of Tasan. If you went to the other side, it was hell. He had actually fallen into heaven.